I think this is fair enough. Let us look at what Edochie wrote real quick. In 2023, I started my ministry. While preaching the word of God, I felt a vacuum. I felt there was more to it. I felt incomplete. Then God said to me, go home and know about your people. You cannot be preaching about the people of Israel, yet you know nothing about the people of Edochie. Go home and learn the traditional worship and ways of our people, for they are approved by God. And when I came back home, I became complete. Now, there is a saying that has been for a long time. They said that those from where Edochie is from are from Israel. And now Edochie is saying that God told him that he cannot preach about Israel where his people said they are from. All right. I think Edochie will be dragged to the court of common sense or the court of history. Edochie is part of those that will challenge what we have learned, that Mungo Park discovered River Niger. They said Mungo Park discovered River Niger. In fact, Mungo Park, the Queen of England, discovered Africa. You know, Africans were not there. They didn't discover nothing. They didn't know there was a stream. They didn't know there was a river. They didn't know nothing. Not until Mungo Park came. He said, I have discovered it. And, you know, this has been taught to us times without number. So let's go back to Edochie. He said God told him to go back home to his people. Go and learn about your people. Stop preaching about the people of Israel. You know nothing about them. Their culture, their ways have nothing to do with you. Go back, go ye into the world of the Edochies. Meet them, talk to them about who I am. But Edochie said their ways are approved by God. What are the ways of the people of Edochie, ladies and gentlemen? Now, this is called syncretism. It is the addition, collation, inclusion of two things that do not have the same wavelength, the same energy, not the same direction, not the same quality or content. Syncretism is when you bring a different belief, you squeeze it, merge it with another. It's like putting square pegs in a round hole and force it in like, it must go in there. That is what syncretism is. This is what Edochie wants us to discuss. According to Edochie, there are deities, there are gods of this land and ancestors, like his great-grandfathers, and their spirit lives on. Their spirits have directed him to come and research about them so that he can reach out to them. What are the ways of the people of Edochie that Edochie is from? I know people who are pro ancestral worship as per African traditional belief system will argue this. Of course, they have the right to argue because this is what they know and that's what they believe in. We are all bounded by what we believe in or what we have given ourselves to believe in. Yeah, that's the truth of it. If you were born in India or countries where other religions start Christianity is practiced, you will believe that this is the call and this is what you know and this is what your deity or God tells you. Now, one thing that differentiates African spirituality or belief system from others is that they are conscious that there is one divine being called Chi, Chineke, or God, Olua, from the southwest. They believe there is one deity called God, and that deity is all powerful. He has instructed lesser deities to attend, and those deities, some of them are their ancestors who have passed away, and they must be communicated through down to God, that God has given them the ability to maintain those that are alive. That is basically what it is. And in between, they have some maleficent spirits, demons. That is what Christians will call, but they don't call it demons. But they also understand that there are some spirits. They will call those spirits negative spirit, negative energy. This is their belief system. They know that there are negative spirit, negative energy. This is what this spirit does. You can send spirits to do whatever you will or want. And there are certain spirits that are clean and pure. They don't unalive people. They make people rich. Oh, this spirit only gives children. This spirit gives this. But when you don't go along with the oath or covenant with that spirit, well, you can't blame the spirit. And then they will point to the Bible too and tell you how God is a covenant-keeping God, and God does not joke with covenants. He will destroy, and they will make their stories or excuses or their defense that way. Christians don't believe in that. They believe that there is one supreme being. And there are some people who said, amongst all the gods, with an S, Christians picked one of the God, and they said, okay, one among the gods. So when a Christian say, no, it is only one God, yes, they picked one among the gods. Whereas maybe people like you, Edochie, will have like 3 gods to serve. They say that's a difference. But Inteje does not have Bible. But maybe you, Edochie, wants to mix it together. Although he never read out of the Bible anyway. It was more of motivational speaking here and there, blah, blah, blah. And the eventuality of it, Edochie said, the gods of his ancestors or the spirits that they respect and obey is the way. And that not all that is written in the Bible, or what Christians, not all of it, not all of those things should be applied. Well, we all know the direction that Edochie is tilting. The thing is this, we are waiting to see if the ways of his people, the ancestors or the spirits, can help him regain his senses so that he will not repeat this. 2025 is the best year of my life. Like he said, 2023 is the best year of his life. Maybe he was referring to ministry, but not to the loss of his son.